If you find yourself jumping from healthy to unhealthy to healthy to unhealthy, and you're sitting in this pit of frustration because you can't seem to solidify a healthy lifestyle, then today we will get into the feelings and the images of what healthy means for you. So, the first thing that you need to get is a pen and paper because you have to see on paper, you have to see what it is that creates a healthy lifestyle for you. Every person is different. There is no cookie cutter, you know, pamphlet that's going to say this is healthy because that's subjective and it's kind of bullshit that people are constantly projecting their own ideas of how you should be living healthy. Yes, there is a baseline. Yes, we all know to eat certain things, to be active, to drink a certain amount of water, to rest. We all know that, but we're dismissing the psychological aspect of it, which is going to concretize your experience with health. So, again, get out a pen and paper. Let's get to this. What I want you to do is write down four aspects of what a healthy life is for you. I've written down my four. And again, this is subjective. The way that I go about what healthy is may be a bit more extreme than other people, which I'm totally fine with because I have been a CrossFitter, a bodybuilder. I went from being an athlete since I was 5 years old up until high school. And then after high school, it was directly into bodybuilding, eating certain foods, certain times of days, and then having really shitty cheat days. It was just not healthy. So my vision of healthy now is so gentle and so soothing, and it requires a very, I'm just going to get into my four aspects because what I'm about to say is a part of my four aspects of what a healthy lifestyle is. The first one is balance, the second one is virility. As a woman, being able to charge community and support, being able to charge my business with this very strong feminine power. Purity, constantly cleansing and revitalizing my system, feeding myself with pure energy sources, reading books, eating holistic, or I should say, eating organic foods, just having more of a earthy based lifestyle. And then mindfulness, always just being aware of my shortcomings. When we look at self development, we kind of want to look at every different area. And being mindful, I think, is really taken for granted at times because we want to jump to the rational mind and jump to our bias statement. And we don't take the time to just maybe allow everything to kind of sit in the air and let things linger so that we can learn how we want to respond to this thing. Okay, I'm working on this daily because I am a bit more reactive with things. I have a very intense emotional aspect to me. So, mindfulness is so important. So, again, my four aspects on what creates a healthy life for me is balance, virility, purity, and mindfulness. And with these being just a really beautiful cushion for this lifestyle, this is giving me values to live by. And that's what we need in creating this. Okay, we don't need a pamphlet that's going to give us what we need to do because the moment that we receive that, the ego is going to try and control what a healthy lifestyle is. And that's when we fall back into the cycle. That's when we don't want to do the good thing. We don't want to choose a healthy option because we're forced into submission of what this healthy life is. And that's not a gentle approach to being healthy. It's not. Okay? The reason that things are really manifest and come to fruition is yes through a will to want and a will to drive, but it has to be met with also a feminine principle that is very gentle, and it allows for the experience to be flexible and fluid, not so static and rigid. Okay, I learned something so powerfully from bodybuilding, and it was that your ego can try to control your body to such an extent and try to control your lifestyle and what you do to such an extent, but you will always fall back to your shadows and to your cycles, to the way that you used to live before, because it's not a permanent relationship that you have built with a healthy lifestyle. It's only temporary to get you on stage, to get you to look a certain way. And then guess what? You're probably going to gain a ton of weight afterwards because you have no relationship to food, to fitness, to your process. And that is where a feminine principle comes in and says, let's nurture this healthy lifestyle. Let's create a lifestyle that is, prolonged and that we can really constantly refine over time. So, what I wanted to do is simply give you on paper your own value system that you can go off. This is what health looks like for me. This is what it feels like. This is how I live my day today. This is the option that I'm choosing over going to the unhealthy, the toxic, because you don't want to continue cycling through the toxicity. Like, I don't care who you are, I don't care what psychological level you're at, you can feel. Like, you can feel the density that you carry when you're in the state that's a bit low frequency, that's a little bit, heavier. And it's because your shadows are constantly consuming you. So, to create something that is permanent, okay, you have to develop a relationship and develop a value system with this future life, with this healthy lifestyle that you know you're capable of. You know that the golden carrot that you're chasing after, you know that this is something attainable. Okay, it may take a long time for you. It may take going in your cycles and jumping out of them, going back in and jumping out. It may take a couple years of you to kind of get sick of your own shit and to get a nice flavor of what that healthy life is just for 1 month, 2 months, one action. You may just, get enough of that taste that you go, hey, if I want to give you some psychology info, the reason, or, there may be a reason behind me going to, my heaviness, but what is that? And then keep going deeper because I guarantee it's connected to a certain complex. Um, and this complex will reveal your attachment to this thing because it makes you feel safe and comfortable. It's your defense mechanism. It's a part of this kind of attachment style, whatever it is, whatever. Like, there's so much that goes into it. All I wanted to do in this video was for you to see on paper what a healthy lifestyle is for you, because looking at this, it's going to elicit emotions that are associated to this future self, or kind of this current self that you're just slowly pulling in as you rid of and you surrender the dense aspects or more of the heavy self. And you're slowly kind of alchemizing that in. And I want you to see this on paper. I want you to know that you are capable of this reality. So, again, there has to kind of be a detachment from this current place to achieve the health. You have to sacrifice the food, the people, the environment, the whatever it is. You have to sacrifice the TV, grab a book. Like, there has to be uh, really a substitute and a powerful ego that you do have. A powerful ego that says, no, I'm not going to go back into this. Okay, I've done this way too many times. I know how it makes me feel. I also know that going into it, oh, it may make me feel so good, but afterwards I hold remorse. Okay, you don't. It's like when you hold that remorse and that guilt the next day, it's like the walk of shame. Like, damn, I ate that whole cake. Damn, like I called that person again. I shouldn't have done that. Ugh, I binge watched all of this. Like, that really was a waste of time. And time is energy. Time is of the essence. And you can do it in a very gentle, loving way. Listing out those 4 things, taking a look at where you are right now. What is it that you want to get rid of? And then slowly make the steps forward to creating a healthy lifestyle for yourself. Let it be a process that you enjoy and that you love. Please do that for yourself. So, I hope this video has supported you in some way, shape, or form. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.